Intention. Damned word. Who would have thought that such a relatively short word could conceal such gigantism? And perhaps, after reading this text, my intention seems a little strange, a little bizarre. I do, in fact, have the intention to explain something to you. But let's first consider the concept of intention. It seems quite harmless. At first glance, it actually describes only the intention to do something. After considerable consideration. Decision in complete ignorance. Just as it seems important to us, we will regularly, after weighing the circumstances, after we have accessed all available knowledge, after we have eliminated any possible prejudices, after we have examined the matter from all perspectives, ultimately, translate the intention into a tangible action. An action that moves, influences, creates the world more or less in the direction we desire. We ourselves are the intention. We place the entire world at the feet of our intention. The basis of what we create is the logical system in which we live. Thus, a vast, living collection of concepts flows into the execution, as well as into the necessary preliminary considerations. We reckon with the circumstances, place ourselves right in the middle of the dualistic hurricane. The preambles to our considerations are death, suffering, power, greed, illness, money, scarcity thinking, and many similar ones, all one. No fixed point exists. Our sacred litany of striving forward in a mental construction of partitioning, cobbled together from worthless judgments, comparisons, prejudices, and merely pretended knowledge. Yet we stubbornly strive to give this action a deeper meaning, probably sensing that we are searching for it in vain. Because there is this doubt, more than doubt. We are only looking for one thing that is firm, unbreakable, something we could rely on, in this logical construction. Finding it, in our world, is impossible. Onion construct. The supposedly 100% logic of the physical world reveals itself as an onion skin construct, one truth lying beneath another. If we actually made the effort to break anything down to its very essence, we would encounter the question of good and evil, a combination of concepts that creation, perfect love, does not even begin to understand, quite simply because they represent soap bubbles in a world of illusion. Manifestation of suffering. Real, true love, the absolute love of creation, all-pervading and omnipresent, knows no judgments, classifications, hierarchies, knows no good and evil, because, absolutely, everything is contained within it and thus transcended. Thus, when we engage in the intention of any deed, we affirm, in a, supposedly, living way, we manifest, the chaotic, painful, deceitful, deadly, dramatic situation in which we all find ourselves, with our idea of the physical world. Intention is counterproductive. The truth will emerge when all intention is abandoned, when we internalize that intention is counterproductive, that it is a worthless chain, accidentally cut off from the utter, merely insane chaos. The only real, genuine intention that can exist in the universe is that of absolute love, to expand. We live, increasingly consciously, after centuries of religious restriction, amidst the wave of awakening. We understand that we are awakening. We are awakening, and it is possible for us to grasp this fact. A myriad of tools of knowledge have been given to us these days. Even science is in alignment with spiritual reality, a constellation that was probably last realized in ancient Egypt. Whoever wishes to see should look. The signs are all too obvious. A complete lack of intention means absolute peace. Freedom from fear. It is very simple, no longer to indulge in false perspectives shaped by the social system. It is fundamentally necessary to change our system of thought, in the smallest and the largest, that which, guided and tenderly directed by creation, is granted to us if we only make a small, ever so slight call to the love of creation. We will understand. Any reason for any fear will simply dissolve through this vision. We now recognize that it never was. It happens. There is probably a little secret behind this little word intention. For some will ask, how can I do anything at all without intention? We come closer to this secret when we look at the Zen koan, clap with a single hand. This question causes logic, the mind, to capitulate. So does intentionless intent. We simply are. It happens. Attachments. We let things happen. As observers. This has to do with many different attitudes of mind. We find the call to enter this intentionless calm in almost all beliefs, in almost every form of ultimate, truthful discovery. Of course, Buddhism also defines intentionlessness. Intentionlessness, one could say, is the heart of Buddhism. For all attachments lie in intention. Letting go. And the Zen koan mentioned above has certainly crept in without intention. An important, impressive example is archery in the spirit of Zen. Here, complete intentionlessness, beautifully illustrated, plays a crucial role. This ceremony is a letting go, not only of things, bow, arrow, target, but also of will. We attempt to achieve a neutral state where wanting and unwilling no longer play a role. Intentionless love creation. This is a rough approximation of the unconditional perfectionism of love creation. Here, too, there is no good and evil, no opposites. Thus, with this attempt to move beyond intention, we by no means enter a dusty, barren, boring desert. Rather, this space is richly decorated with flowers. It is a place of rest and peace. Intention, on the other hand, is the crankshaft of the engine of intentional thinking, the judgmental thinking that keeps us in strong chains. Conclusion. Surely, staying in the historical dimension, the 3D world, the physical world, doesn't really leave room for any kind of lack of intention. For now, meditation is the place that gives us the opportunity to reach this place of absolute stillness, grace, and ultimate transcendence. Furthermore, every truly loving thought is free of any intention and completely holy. This is the path. Did you like this text? Please share it with friends who might find these insights helpful. Visit 12wordT.de, read Thich Om's books. May you have a wonderful time.